In 1953, the CIA helped overthrow Iran's elected leader, not a dictator, not a king, an elected prime minister. More than 70 years later, that operation still shapes the relationship between Iran and the United States today. This is the story of the secret coup that changed the Middle East forever. In the early 1950s, Iran had one of the world's most valuable resources: oil. But there was a problem. Most of the profits weren't going to Iran. They were controlled by a British company called the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. Millions of Iranians believed their country was being exploited while foreign powers got rich. Then came Mohammad Mossadegh, Iran's democratically elected prime minister, and in 1951, he made a decision that shocked the world. He nationalized Iran's oil industry, meaning Iran wanted control of its own oil. And after this decision, Britain was absolutely furious.
The CIA coup that changed Iran forever. The CIA steps in. The Cold War reaches Iran. At first, Britain tried sanctions and economic pressure. But it wasn't enough, not by a long shot. So British intelligence approached the United States. And during the Cold War, Washington feared something dangerous. That instability in Iran could open the door to Soviet influence. So the CIA launched a secret mission, Operation Ajax. Its goal was simple: remove Mossadegh from power. The operation used propaganda, political manipulation, and paid agitators. They used protests and covert influence campaigns to create chaos inside Iran. And eventually, it worked. In 1953, Mohammad Mossadegh was overthrown, and the Shah of Iran returned to power with strong American support. The consequences: the revolution begins. For the United States, the operation was considered a success. Iran stayed aligned with the West. Oil interests were protected, and Soviet influence was pushed back. But inside Iran, many people saw something very different. They believed America had destroyed their democracy. That anger grew for decades. The pressure built up. The Shah became increasingly authoritarian. Military presence grew. Opposition movements expanded throughout the country. Public frustration exploded into mass protests. Then, in 1979, everything collapsed. The monarchy was over. The Iranian Revolution overthrew the Shah. A new era began. And suddenly, America's close ally became one of its biggest enemies. Why it still matters today. Even today, the 1953 coup remains one of the most important events in modern Iranian history. Iranian leaders still reference it. Citizens still debate it in every corner of society. And many historians believe it permanently damaged trust between Iran and the United States. For Americans, Operation Ajax was a Cold War strategy. For many Iranians, it became proof that foreign powers were willing to interfere in their country for political and economic control. And decades later, the consequences are still unfolding. The Cold War legacy in the Middle East. The CIA operation against Iran lasted only days, but its impact lasted generations, shifting the course of a nation. It reshaped a nation, helped trigger a revolution, and change the balance of power in the Middle East forever. Because sometimes, a single secret operation can alter history for decades. Subscribe for more cinematic documentaries about geopolitics, power, and the hidden stories shaping the modern world.